What's up, guys? Just wanted to give you a little tour of my wife's garden. It's doing pretty well so far. Still a little bit early in the season. Got a lot of good stuff though. Her and her dad just redid it this year. Expanded it a little bit. Over here we have a little green and red basil. Never heard of the red basil before we bought it for this garden. Looks pretty cool. Tastes about the same. Over here we have a little bit of cucumbers in this whole row. Cucumbers mixed with a little bit of cilantro in between them. One of my favorite herbs, actually. Smells kind of like stink bugs. I know it sounds unappealing, but for some reason it works. And over here we have tomatoes. I believe these are black cherry tomatoes right here. What else do we got? I don't see any more signs here. Over here we have grape tomatoes. And those are called Rutgers, which are pretty much, just regular tomatoes. Over here, these look good. I would love to pick these and make some squash blossoms out of it, but then that would defeat the purpose of growing the vegetable. We have zucchini right here. And then we have some squash right here. Over here we have the spaghetti squash, which is one of my favorites. Later on in the season, I'm going to show you guys a recipe I have. I'm going to make a spaghetti squash with homemade tomato sauce that I make everything from the garden except for the salt, pepper, and olive oil. It is farm to table at its finest. Over here, pardon my shadow, let me move out of the way. We have some of my favorites. We have peppermint, we have spearmint, and one of my favorites, if you know me, you know I love me some lavender. And this right here is the lavender plant. First time growing lavender, I'm excited. I hope it's perennial. We'll grow it back next year. If not, whatever, we gotta buy another plant. That's fine too. All right, what else do we got here? We have peppers. I believe these are just regular bell peppers right here. I could be mistaken, but I think that's the case. Over here we have some spicy peppers. I think we have poblanos and jalapenos. So, what else do we got over here? We have eggplant. We have white and black eggplant, just for profile and purposes. I don't want to be accused of anything. So we have some beautiful white and black eggplant. Over here we have some kale. Later on I'm going to go inside. I'm going to show you guys some kale chips I made. A little olive oil, a little salt, pepper. I used a little steakhouse seasoning. Crisp them right up. Tried them. Fantastic. Best kale chips I ever had. Over here, this is a beautiful thing right here. We just picked some the other day. It's our lettuce. And I can't wait to make some fish tacos and make them in lettuce wraps and make some kind of sauce with the peppers or do something. I don't know. My mind is spinning with the ideas that I can come up with. Also behind there we have a little bit of dill and another one of my favorites, rosemary. Now back here you'll see this big encaged enclosure. It's meant to keep the birds out. Hasn't really worked that well. We keep having to upgrade it a little bit to keep them out. They're digging underneath. These are our berry plants. Back here we have the boysenberries and we have raspberries and I think a few blueberry plants back here in this area. And then right over here we have strawberries and a couple more blueberry plants. So they're doing pretty well. As long as we keep the birds out, we'll start growing some fruit. And I think that's pretty much it. Later on in the year I'll take another video, show you guys how we're doing, how much it's expanded. Now let's go inside and check out those kale chips I made. Here are the kale chips I was telling you guys about. Like I said, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. I use a little steak seasoning. You can use whatever you want, whatever works for you. But this is the end product, and they're fantastic. They're crispy, seasoned perfectly, and they're delicious. So thank you for checking out my wife's garden and my kale chips. Like I said, later on in the season, I'll show you guys a little bit more. I promise you, I'll show you that spaghetti squash. I might even bring you some. Thanks a lot, guys. See you later.